inside the Miami Arena. Sellout crowd, revved and ready for Game 5. The Miami Heat hosting the New York Knicks.
Team just kicked their butts. Tom? All right.
Well said.
Simple as that.
Hugh Evans, Jim Clark, Ed F. Rush are the officials for today's Game 5. The winner moves on to face either Atlanta or Detroit. The loser ends the season.
Quick start necessary for Miami. Build up this raucous reception that they got from their fans here.
Alonzo Mourning, guarded early by Kurt Thomas. Fall away over in the good. Mourning
very big, and what the Knicks are going to have to do to combat it is have some quick strikes of their own.
Ewing answers Mourning's bucket. The two former Georgetown players.
He missed those 26 games with that very badly bruised knee he suffered in the opening weekend.
Tim Hardaway. Well, that's probably an encouraging sign for a Heat fan.
String start, had that big lead coming down the stretch, and the Knicks were able to rally. Knicks on one of those very poor starts right now, but they got some history to rely on. Hardaway.
Confident, not worried about mistakes right now.
Houston, crossover dribble, got some space from Marley, and he nails the shot. Allan Houston. Mashburn, guarded by Houston.
Tough matchup for Houston as Mashburn just breaks him down off the dribble. Nice play.
Brown for the slam.
They do it two at a time, and they got to realize they got a lot of time left in this ball game. Don't panic. Don't quick shoot the ball. Give themselves chances. Childs against the clock.
So Chris Childs, you heard Jim Gray's report, not expected to play initially.
For the Knicks to give up. This is going to be an up and down change of pace game. Sprewell right at the rim.
And one. Latrell Sprewell.
The penetration down the lane, drawing the defense, and Sprewell strong enough to battle through the hard foul. Pat Riley always wants guys to finish it off as the clackers came straight from Steve Jones' hotel room.
Larry Johnson against Mourning.
Spinning and scoring. Big time move by LJ. Pass, Mourning, help defense by Ewing. Rebound New York. Sprewell against Hardaway. Got it.
Larry Johnson trying to redefine his game from power to finesse. Developing little flick shots after the back has taken away his athleticism, but the Knicks defense has really tightened up, Steve, as they have just denied Miami of late.
Sprewell, Jackson. Let me ask you just about Patrick in general. Has maybe the time come to part ways with Patrick Ewing?
No. The games that they have won, he's had 20 plus. Weatherspoon blocked by Camby.
Camby rejected the Weatherspoon shot. Here comes Childs. The lob for Camby.
Or great New York defense.
Well, it's a combination of both, but this is a great reaction by Camby because it looked like Weatherspoon was right there to put two hands over the top, but he ran right down the middle of the floor. What makes this tough is look at the angle and where his body is in order to locate and throw it down. This is a real athletic play by Camby.
Looked like he was behind the back.
7 on the shot clock.
Against Sprewell on the low post. Mashburn fall away. A rare field goal for Jamal Mashburn. Miami on a 7-0 run despite only one field goal in the quarter. Mashburn misses that one. Mourning tried to keep it alive. He and Ward.
They call Alonzo Mourning over the top. Pat Riley's over there saying no way. The bigger Mourning did get you the ball at the same time. You take one more look at this long rebound. It's going to come deep. Ward, Mourning right there. That should be a jump ball.
Jump ball. He's pummeling this little tiny 6-foot guy who's just come out to try to get a nice little rebound at the foul line where he's supposed to.
Pummeling?
Calling for a jump ball.
I thought you always took up for the big men.
Oh, only when they're right.
Mourning has to sit with 3 fouls. It comes with 4:47 left in the half. Could be a key point of the game. Chris Childs, since he's gone out of the game, New York has had trouble scoring.
They haven't scored, Tom, since he went out. Somebody should be sitting over there charting the progress.
It's a 3-minute stretch. The problem is Childs has 3 fouls.
Well, again, but it's more the style of play. They've got bigger people in there. They're not moving the ball as quickly. They're not attacking in the open court, and they're struggling to score. Miami's now getting a chance to identify where the ball is going and who the score is going to be. Sprewell working on his own against Porter.
Sprewell steps inside and hits. 4 to shoot. Ward for 3, can't hit. Rebounded by Marley. Here's Hardaway. 2 seconds left. Hardaway got it up and in.
Tim Hardaway, who has a long history with Latrell Sprewell. They were teammates years ago at Golden State. Looked at Latrell in the backcourt and said, come catch this. Trailblazers, we used to lift weights with the body. Of course, Jesse and I lifted most of them.
Doesn't appear to have had much effect. Alonzo Mourning.
Whichever team denies that down the stretch, they'll win this battle.
Patrick Ewing comes out firing in the 3rd quarter.
That he's done is with what he's done with Alonzo Mourning.
Larry Johnson misses the jam. Johnson got his own rebound, muscles it back out to Ewing. His shot. And Johnson with another board. Marley slapped it right back to him. Thomas. Apparently all it takes is a few words from Bill Walton to get a player untracked.
Welcome back inside the Miami Arena. I'm Jim Gray. You take a look at Patrick Ewing. It is on this play right here, this layup that he just made, that he twists a muscle in his rib cage. He came over to Dr. Norman Scott and to Mike Sanders, said he just needed to sit down, catch his breath. He will continue. They looked at it. It's on his right side, and he will continue here and play. And the first thing that Alonzo Mourning does is he comes onto the court as he pushes him right there. Tom?
Of course.
Since the first quarter.
Charlie Ward to Thomas, blocked by Mourning. Turned it over 10 times. They only had 6 turnovers in their Game 4 win Friday night. Tough shot by Larry Johnson. He muscled it through.
Marcus Camby, who's a much better offensive rebounder than defensive one, has to step up defensively in the absence of Ewing.
Allan Houston for 3. Well, they rotated away from Houston with a double team. New York Knicks have never lost Game 5 of a 5-game series. Alonzo Mourning with the first bucket of the 3rd quarter. Facing up on his Georgetown rival, and nearly a pickoff by Childs. Marley for 3 with 1 on the clock.
Marley recognizing that the shot clock was not reset when the Knicks had momentary possession, had to let it fly to beat the clock.
A couple of hoops they can win the ball game. Leonard for 3. And trying to make him find the right play. Ewing.
Up and under Patrick Ewing, and 1.
The Knicks are getting back to the free throw line after that long drought.
Ewing got a chance to work one-on-one against P.J. Brown, coming to his left, a nice pump fake. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play to make it a 1-point game. Ewing just got back, and Allan Houston going one-on-one against Dan Marley.
Jump stop, shot blocked by Mourning, the right to Sprewell. He misses. Ewing wide open for the rebound.
Bring it out. Bring it out and reset.
Ewing will shoot instead and miss. 5.5 minutes they went without a score. The 4 to shoot. Childs hits a 3. Larry Johnson guarded by Mashburn.
8 on the clock.
Spinning baseline, up and in. And Miami takes a timeout. Larry Johnson's bucket has given New York a 1-point lead.
No way that Jamal Mashburn has the strength to play with Larry Johnson. Alonzo Mourning a little late coming over on the rotation, and the Knicks bench celebrates.
Years ago in the Western Conference, when the Denver Nuggets, coached by Dan Issel, came back from a 2-0 deficit, winning the 5th game in Seattle to beat the Sonics, much to the delight of Nugget center Dikembe Mutombo, a picture that we'll never forget. And now New York, bidding to become only the 2nd team in NBA history to knock off a 1, and they have never lost in a decisive Game 5. In 2 pressure-packed free throws to give Miami a 3-point lead, and sometimes it's too much to watch.
And then they're going to have to be ready to rebound the ball.
Hardaway lost it. Larry Johnson has it for New York. Here's Sprewell. 20 seconds left. Timeout, New York. Well, being defended by Porter. Here's Sprewell. 15 seconds. Ewing.
There's some confusion right here. They got to get the ball in the air, and they're struggling.
Sprewell. 6 seconds. Out of bounds. New York will get it, but only 4 seconds to shoot. And 4.5 left in the game.
That was not a good set. The Knicks have to get themselves 2 chances to tie or win the ball game. 4 seconds. Van Gundy calls a play, a triangle. That usually means something for Ewing. Allan Houston.
Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 tenths left.
Miami will argue shot clock violation here. Allan Houston slices through, and very reminiscent of a regular season game that we had last year. Shot clock not a factor at all, as easily before it expired.
Well, the shot clock shouldn't have been on because there's only 19 seconds to go when they had the final possession. Looking at how much time is left in the clock. Remember Allan Houston, the last time we were here, and he tipped the ball in and they took the basket away. This time Allan Houston is legit. He is the hero on a tough day. He seals the deal with 8/10 of a second left, though. There's still a legitimate shot left for the Miami Heat. Pat Riley, he's drawn like crazy right now. Van Gundy, he might live for another day. Let's kind of play. They got to get the ball in, and it's got to get up in the air. Porter
Got it away. No good. Just missed. And the New York Knicks have become the 2nd team in NBA history to knock off a number 1. An 8 over a number 1, only the 2nd time in NBA history. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. I'm here with Patrick Ewing. He congratulates Chris Childs. How did you manage to play this game? You could barely walk, and you were having trouble breathing.
Well, I just had to suck it up. This is, what the playoff is all about. We worked hard to get here. It was a struggle for me all year. I mean, there's been a lot of criticism, but I didn't care about that. I just had to suck it up and just come out and do whatever I could to help the team to win.
Patrick, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I want to say hello to my father. Thank you.
Okay, back to you, Tom.
All right, Jim, as one would guess, between these 2 rivals which play so intensely and who have played almost on even terms over the years, this one came down to the final shot. 78-77, New York wins. So long for Steve Jones, Bill Walton, and Jim Gray. Tom Hammond sending you to Bob Costas in the Kings Jazz game.
Thank you very much, Ann. I'm here with Allan Houston, the game-winning shot. Allan, how did you guys manage to pull this off with so many guys beaten up and battered?
I don't know. The Lord was with us today. When God's with you, anything can happen. I think we just stuck with it. I think, earlier in this series when we got down, we didn't keep our poise. And I think tonight we kept our poise. And we just played smart basketball.
After Game 4, realistically, in the back of your mind, did you really think you could come in here and win this game, or did you guys kind of think, hey, we blew a big opportunity?
Well, we had done it before, but, this is a much better team than it was last year. So I think we had a lot of belief. And like I said, the Lord was with us, and we just wanted to come in and just give 100%.